Βρε, γεια σας ρε παιδιά. Χαίρετε, πώς είστε? Είμαι η Κάθη από τα Mysteries of Gaia, τα Μυστήρια της Γαίας. Έχω πάρα πολύ καιρό να ανεβάσω βιντεάκι. Λόγω χρόνου προσπαθώ να σας φέρω βίντεο τα οποία τα ανεβάζω στο βασικό μου το κανάλι, το Divine Debut, όπως βλέπετε εδώ πέρα, όπου έχω πολλούς ακόλουθους και προσπαθώ να βρω τον τρόπο για να σας βοηθήσω να βάλετε υπότιτλους στα ελληνικά. Βέβαια προσπαθώ καιρό να ανεβάσω ένα βίντεο και δεν τα έχω καταφέρει, αλλά σας υπόσχομαι που και που να ανεβάζω ένα να μιλάω στα ελληνικά. Ο λόγος είναι επειδή αυτό το κανάλι, το βασικό μου κανάλι, το Divine Debut 11, Divine Debut 11, μου παίρνει πάρα πολύ χρόνο γιατί ασχολούμαι και με την αστρολογία αλλά και με τα ταρώ. Έχω και το Patreon, το οποίο είναι που έχω μέλη μέσω του καναλιού και με κρατάει πάρα πολύ απασχολημένη. Λοιπόν, υπόσχομαι που και που να ανεβάζω ένα ελληνικό, αλλά κοιτάξτε τώρα εδώ, γιατί θα αρχίζω να ανεβάζω ό,τι ανεβάζω στο αγγλόφωνο κανάλι μου, το Divine Debut 11, θα ανεβάζω και εδώ, γιατί ξέρω ότι οι σχέσεις περνάνε μεγάλη κρίση και έτσι χρειάζεστε υποστήριξη. Εδώ είμαστε, θα τα λέμε. Κοιτάξτε τώρα τι θα κάνετε. Στο βιντεάκι πρέπει σίγουρα να είστε μέλη και στο Divine Debut 11, γιατί όχι, εάν από το ένα κανάλι ή από το άλλο δεν σας έρθει ειδοποίηση, τουλάχιστον από το ένα από τα δύο, να ειδοποιηθείτε ότι έχει ανέβει βίντεο. Λοιπόν, γίνετε μέλος, πατήστε το καμπανάκι, όπως κάνουμε συνήθως όταν θέλουμε να πάρουμε ειδοποιήσεις ότι το τάδε κανάλι έχει ανεβάσει βίντεο. Αυτό βέβαια μέσω like, εδώ θα πατήσετε το like, στο Divine Debut 11, αλλά επίσης και στα Μυστήρια της Γαίας. Λοιπόν, το ελληνικό κανάλι, το οποίο θα με ακούτε στα αγγλικά, αλλά θα υπάρχουν υπότιτλους για όσους σας ενδιαφέρει. Λοιπόν, πάμε εδώ πέρα στο CC. Βλέπετε εδώ πέρα το βιντεάκι. Αυτό είναι το τελευταίο βίντεο το οποίο έχω ανεβάσει στο άλλο μου κανάλι. Εντάξει. Και μιλάω στην αγγλική γλώσσα. Εδώ θα πάτε στο CC, θα το πατήσετε. Θα μπείτε εδώ στα settings, στο κυκλάκι αυτό. Εγώ ήδη το έχω βάλει και μου κάνει τη μετάφραση, αλλά εσείς θα πάτε εδώ στα subtitles, έτσι, μπαίνετε μέσα για να δούμε, όχι στα αγγλικά, εδώ πέρα στο auto translate, δηλαδή αυτόματα θα γίνεται η μετάφραση και θα διαλέξετε ελληνικά. Ορίστε να τα ελληνικά, εγώ το είχα ήδη διαλεγμένο και θα μπορείτε να βλέπετε, να διαβάζετε τη μετάφραση όταν σας μιλάω στην αγγλική γλώσσα. Λοιπόν, αυτό είναι, για ό,τι περισσότερο μπορείτε να μου γράψετε κάτω από το βίντεο. Θα υπάρχει ένα link σε αυτό το βιντεάκι τώρα, από κάτω, ή κάπως θα το κανονίσω για να μην χρειάζεται να το εξηγώ αυτό κάθε φορά. Εντάξει, θα υπάρχει αυτό το link, το πώς μπορείτε να βάλετε τους υπότιτλους στα ελληνικά, στα βίντεο τα οποία θα είναι στην αγγλική γλώσσα. Θα είναι κάτω από το βίντεο. Λοιπόν, εύχομαι να είστε καλά, θα τα ξαναπούμε. Γεια σας, φιλάκια. Hello everyone and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking and thank you for joining me here. And I would also like to welcome my Greek subscribers from Mysteries of Gaia, who are from now on watching these videos with Greek subtitles. Some of you may not know that I've got a Greek channel as well, so I do give the option to people to listen to me in the Greek language. Even though I haven't been very active on that channel, I will be posting the videos on both channels, as I feel, especially with the way things are going on in the world, many people need more guidance pertaining to, of course, relationships of all types, but also what's going on in the world astrologically speaking, because as above, so below. So let's see what's going on. It is a Tuesday today. It's Tuesday the 10th of October of 2023. Thank you for joining me here, and a special thank you, of course, to my subscribers, but also my patrons, those who support this channel and keep us afloat so that we could bring you more content. As times are very challenging, we could see in the world what's going on, my dear friends. Goodness me. Another war, and we've been talking about this with Pluto being at the top of a T-square, which is a very difficult configuration, squaring over to the nodes, North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra, where the eclipses are taking place. So Aries and Libra eclipses that are just ahead of us, and now Mars has come up the past few days on the South Node in Libra, and has activated that Pluto T-square to the nodes, which has been playing out since March. This T-square has been playing out for months, and we were talking about it, Pluto activating the eclipses, or being, I should say, at the top or at the peak of the opposition of the nodes. And now Mars is war, and Mars also triggers warlike energies. The war energies and the frequencies can be on a collective scale, but it can also be in a personal way, in our own personal lives. So it's all about war. Goodness me. Let's cross our fingers and just hope for the best that this war does not expand and does not get any worse. My condolences, of course, to the families who have lost their loved ones. And let's just pray for peace in the world, as we knew that things would be very hard with the eclipses happening in Aries, which is a Mars-ruled sign, and in Libra, which is a Venus-ruled sign. So Venus and Mars and Venus in opposition, right? And the peak, the point is Pluto. And Pluto does mean death. It means regeneration, rebirth. We also see the US going through its Pluto return, and many areas of the world are being challenged by Mars activating that T-square with Pluto, unfortunately. Okay, as the moon is at the last degrees of Leo. So it's the 29th degree, which is a very urgent degree. Of course, Leo, it's a fixed sign, fixed fire sign. Opposite is Aquarius, fixed air sign. Excuse me. And obviously all the planets going through Leo, so the Leo season that's past us, have been activating the eclipses that have been taking place since the end of 2021. The eclipses happening on the axis Taurus and Scorpio, which will be completing, my dear friends, at the end of this month. We've got 2 eclipses ahead of us. Today is Tuesday the 10th, on the 14th. So on Friday, I think it is. We've got that first eclipse in Libra. So the cardinal signs are being activated. Ever since the nodal axis moved from Taurus Scorpio mid-year this year. Now it's the cardinal signs, so Libra, Aries, Cancer and Capricorn, especially those of you that are born in the 3rd decan, so the last 10 days of those signs. You're in the firing line, let's say. What are eclipses? Eclipses are full moons or new moons that are fated, that bring fated changes to our lives and to the world, of course, because the transiting north and south nodes of the moon are pertaining to the collective, not only to us personally, but we are all part of the collective. So therefore we are affected as well. Now, when you've got the collective north and south nodes squaring over to Pluto, a square is Mars energy. It's never easy. Okay, so it's going to war, and war is going to bring the change. Of course, the changes are never easy, but they are fated and necessary. That is the first eclipse. The second eclipse is on the 28th of October, which will be a lunar eclipse, a full moon, in the sign of Taurus. Exalted, the moon is happy in Taurus, but remember, it's going to be an eclipse, so it's an amplified lunar full moon eclipse, which will be more emotional. It is the solar eclipse in Libra, so around the 21st degree, if you've got any planets or angles around those degrees, give or take a couple of degrees, of the cardinal signs, Libra, Aries, Capricorn and Cancer, then this eclipse, the first eclipse, will be important for you. Remember that eclipses can play months before and months after. And of course, Aries and Libra is all about relationships, partnerships, family, business, love. And the Taurus lunar eclipse will be closing up nearly a 2-year cycle pertaining to our securities, our money. And goodness, we've seen the economy going downhill. We've seen banks collapsing. We may be coming into a depression, or just with Uranus in Taurus, ups and downs pertaining to what we own. Is it property? Is it our home? Many people have been selling. They've been selling their homes because the interest rates have gone over the roof. We knew this. We knew this ever since the end of 2021, that it would be, financial issues pertaining to the eclipses in Taurus, Scorpio. Now it's more about relationships, the other people in our lives. Cheers. Let's see what the energies are. This is the Messenger is Here, which we bring to you usually every Tuesday, Thursday or Friday. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting. It always helps the channel. So let's read the energies as we're looking a little bit to the stars. Today we have Venus in Virgo opposing Saturn in Pisces. This is coldness where love is concerned. This is the door being closed to love, money. There are limitations and restrictions that Saturn brings us. Okay, Venus can be money, can be self-worth and values, and it can be peace as well. But we should also say that Venus from Virgo is in good aspect to Mars, even though Mars is not in a happy position in Libra, which is a Venus-ruled sign. He needs to be very tactful, very careful. So if someone's coming at you, because we're in the eclipse energies already, if someone is coming at you and wants war with you, or to fight with you, or to argue with you, these are fated things that are playing out now. Maybe take a step back, take a breath, and think about it before you act and react, okay? So let's see what's going on. Remember, the moon, as I'm doing this reading, is at the last degrees of Leo, ready to ingress into Virgo. Moon in Virgo is all about rolling up those sleeves, being of service, being dutiful, and doing the work, and emotionally sort of... Virgo is mutable earth, so it's all about fitting into our environment. If you can, take a step back, see how you can find the middle ground, how you can discern, see, maybe also try and look at the other person's perspective. It's all about negotiation. Libra is about finding the peace, so maybe take that middle ground. Don't try not to be at odds with the other person. Remember, love may be blocked or hindered or not viable right now, and even your money, right? Even funds. Give it time. Give it time. Let's see what the energies are today. Everyone, let's see what Spirit and our spirit guides will communicate to us. Okay, so the messenger is here, Mercury, Hermes, and my spirit guides, please guide what's going on today. We've got the sun, so Leo comes through. We've got the Ten of Wands, so happiness is, there's a heavy burden pertaining to happiness, to fun, to flirtation, to risk-taking, to that inner child. Okay, we've got a burden, we've got a heavy burden that we're coming to an end with a Ten of Wands, which is a restart. Remember, it's like we're getting to a point of breaking. This is a really heavy energy, of course, but remember, it is a 10, it's not a 9. So, you know, it turns into the Ace of Wands, which is all about desire and passion and fire. And what is it that we're trying to create? What is it that we've given birth to, that we've worked really hard towards, so that we could see the turnaround or the reciprocity or the payout? I see this card as a very karmic card because of the scales here. Of course, it's a minor arcana, but remember, tarot is not read on its own. We look at the bigger picture here. So we do have a major arcana with the sun card here. Leo, and the shadow side of Leo can be ego, but can also be happiness, you know, being up on stage, being confident, something that we've created, giving birth to. It could be a business, right? Because we see here the wands, which is all about work and vocation, and how we've put in a lot of effort so that we could see the turnaround. So this could be relationships of all sorts, family, with our children, with others in our life, partnerships. There is a potential here for reciprocity. Now, I'm not reading reversals. As you know, we are reading for many people here, so it's a general reading. It's an intuitive reading, so whatever comes through from all the cards, whatever I'm guided to advise here. So there's something heavy that's going on right now. Yes, we could be talking to a bit of ego. We do have Libra here, but we've also got some Earth. Okay, Leo is very prominent. Libra, I would say, and some Earth. We've got the Fool card, another major arcana. There's a brand new cycle. Remember, this is the Aries energy. It's the Fool card, which is the first of the major arcana. Aries is the first sign, right? This is the Fool's journey, the soul's journey, which is opening up. And also remember that the sun in Aries is in a very strong position. So maybe this is pointing back to the Aries season with the first eclipses that we had there. We did have a new moon. We had 2 new moons in Aries earlier on this year. But April 20th, we had a solar eclipse, which was an amplified new moon at that 29th degree of Aries. So a very strong degree, very, very strong degree. And because it was a 29th degree, it was activating also the fixed signs. So Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo, born in the first couple of days. And just as I remembered, the lunar eclipse in Taurus will be at 5 degrees of Taurus. So the fixed signs that are born in the first few days will be affected by the lunar eclipse in Taurus on the axis Taurus-Scorpio. So I'm getting like the energies coming back from those eclipses, from that eclipse, that solar eclipse. And then on May 5th, we had a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So we remember Scorpio is a fixed water sign as well. So the lunar eclipse in Taurus is happening at that 5th degree, but we'll see if the Scorpio energy comes through with Pluto activated in the sky. I do feel, because Pluto rules Scorpio, and Mars being in such a hard position, and Mars is preparing because he's at the 29th degree, another urgent degree of Libra. He's preparing to ingress into Scorpio, his rulership. So there's a lot of urgency in the energies. So let's see, because this can also speak to Uranus. Uranus is radical, unexpected changes, aha moments, can be quite sudden and feel like a tower moment. So something is going on here. Something's going on here with the Fool. Wow, okay. So it could speak to money matters. We do have a Queen of Pentacles here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, in that order, I would say. But we know that she's a mother. She's an earth sign. She is the mother of the zodiac. Remember, she is the minor arcana of the Empress. So she's looking at her money. If this is not about money, then this is about a long-term relationship. Could be, because remember, in the Ace of Pentacles, it does remind us of a commitment or a marriage or a serious possible partnership, relationship. Could be business. Doesn't have to be only relationships, right? So we see that this Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth, and Earth is usually quite stable and not risking. But we see here that there's a possible risk being taken by an Earth sign towards a new beginning. Now the Fool can also be, I'm not worried. I know that Spirit has my back. There is the potential for a new journey opening up. Remember, the Libra eclipse, solar eclipse, is an amplified new moon. So we've all got Libra somewhere in our birth charts, right? Where is that for you? If you're familiar with your birth chart, then look at the area of Libra. That's where there's going to be a new moon. Very positive, of course, but very empowering and very powerful for Libra and Aries if you're born around the end of the, or I should say the beginning of the third decan. So I don't know if we're talking about a Virgo that's also got planets in Libra. Virgo and Libra next to each other, so this could be on point for some of you there. But there's a leap of faith. There's a new journey pertaining to heart matters, creativity, romance, dating. Remember with the Ace of Wands that this changes into the Ace of Wands, which is like a spark. It's like seeing the truth. It's very passionate, very desirable. And possibly this Queen is going to take a leap of faith. Whoever this is for you, this could be anything to do with money, loans. She could be a banker. She could be who's providing for her beloved, for her family, for the family she's built, or an extended family. Whatever this is, this could be a divine feminine figure that is very supportive, but also very safe and very secure. We know earth signs only tread, they tread very carefully moving forward, because they strategize, they look forward, and they know towards where they're heading. What is the possible outcome? We've got a Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a potential expansion and growth. Yes, this could be involving other people, because it's a three, a group effort. Three of Wands we know is the ships. Your ships are on the horizon. Yes, this could speak to also import, export, if this is a business reading that you're watching. You're watching this for business. What's at the bottom? We've got the Queen of Swords. Here is Libra. Okay, I suppose it doesn't have to be only Libra. It could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. There's some sort of ruling, a decision, communication, something to do with justice and injustice. We've got a card of balance here. The threes are not balanced numbers. They're not the scales. So I'm wondering if, for some of you, it could be a third party falling out of the equation. Could be a partnership. Okay, because the Queen of Swords, she does sever with her sword. And we've got a Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Usually Leo, doesn't have to be, could be Sag, could be Aries. We've got three queens, so we're talking about gossip, we're talking about sisters, siblings, partnership. Three queens. So a lot of feminine energies. A lot to do with the feminine archetype being very empowered. And I've been talking about this pertaining to the asteroids. For those of you that have been following me, and even on Patreon, but also when we do the astrological updates. And we've got a King of Swords. Look at this. So the Queen of Wands sits in between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. She could be a mediator. She could also, I suppose she could be the same person as the Queen of Pentacles, but generally I don't think so. I'm thinking that she may also have Libra in her chart. So generally speaking, Libra is all about mediation and, you know, bringing in the peace between two people. So there's could be a creative expression, idea, action that's being taken in business pertaining to legalities, some sort of a solution or a resolution. If this is the same person, then she's all about, you know, severing ties pertaining to something that she desired, which was a heavy burden. Remember, the Ten of Wands holds the Ace of Wands, which she also holds. So we've got Aquarius here. Aquarius comes through with the King of Swords. Remember, Aquarius is very cold, but very intelligent, very the ingenious mind, some sort of a resolution or a resolution. Beneath that is the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, being stuck, planning towards the future, trying to strategize, figure an intelligent way to create, but through being verbally and where justice is concerned, being right and being ethical, doing the right thing. Right? This could also be some sort of an announcement. Yes. Let's see with the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, what's potentially going on in love. Now today's video might be a little bit longer than usual. The messenger is usually roughly around the half hour. Today may be a little bit longer, and that's because of the eclipses that are ahead of us. Thank you so much, dear Spirit, for your guidance. What's going on in matters of love energetically? And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. As you do that, this is an exchange of energy which helps the channel, but also helps you connect with with the energies pertaining to this reading. Take all messages with a grain of salt and always consider getting a personal reading. And we've got beautiful, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which speaks to flowing energies. This is a 10, and 10s always speak to an ending of a cycle. Flow means, and Jupiter is the planet of luck and abundance and justice and wealth, but also truth, freedom, philosophy. So it is a card of divine timing as well. So something is ending. Remember, 10s turn into aces. So again, we've got a potential ace here. Jupiter is, it's divine timing. It's the hand of spirit. Anything to do with higher education or teachings as well as foreigners and people that are at a distant place from where you are. Now, yes, where love is concerned, possibly love could be at a distance. And I'm going to say this could be true love for some of you. You could be dealing with someone that is a foreigner, someone that is a physical distance, someone possibly, because we've got a Queen of Swords and a King of Swords that are at odds, maybe bringing a friend or a mediator in so that they could clear their path moving forward. Because remember, she's usually separated, or she's divorced, or she's divorcing, right? So I'm wondering if someone is not going to come through as a mediator, the middle person, to sort of clear the energies, because there's a new cycle that's abound, that's ahead of us. And this is all about taking that leap of faith, having the courage. Aries is all about, you know, I'm not even going to think about it anymore. I'm just taking that leap of faith. And I'm going to say maybe Spirit is just pushing us off that ledge, right? Because the fool follows his heart, and he knows what's going to bring him happiness. We do have a lot of yellow here, and yellow, yes, can also speak to hatred, but it can also speak to clarity and healing and truth, right? So this speaks to flow. Maybe the flowing energy is coming from the divine, from Spirit. Let's see what the message is pertaining to the wisdom of the oracle. And we've got go to see, number 7, and it's in the upright. We will read that in a moment. Number 7. Sevens are challenging numbers, but they're also spiritual numbers. Remember, a 7 can speak to a 7-month, 7-year cycle that you've been in. Go to see, we do see a lot of water. A lot of water, which means a lot of emotion. We see her in a boat. She's transitioning. And if you could see the card closer, she's facing north, is being shown to her. So it's like Spirit and even Neptune, which is the god of the seas. We've got Jupiter and Neptune here. This is like following our dream, trusting and believing that even though there's been a lack of clarity, the clarity will come in. But this is also very spiritually inclined. So many of us are growing and opening up and becoming more aware pertaining to those higher realms. Maybe even going through an awakening ourselves, understanding that we are just not physical beings, but we're also connected to Spirit and the divine. Okay, this could also be a lot of, you know, Jupiter expands on the nebulousness of Neptune and Pisces, right? So a lot of confusion, a lot of illusion, or even a lot of deception, because Neptune can also speak to deception. I'm going to say trust your intuition, trust what your higher self is telling you. Go to see, we see someone transitioning, possible travel as well. How do the planets affect us? We've got Cancer, and I feel Cancer is a cardinal water sign. It's all about home, the past, the mother, We've got the Mother right here. Following your intuition. Things pertaining to our personal life, our family life, security, relationships pertaining to the past. So we've got a lot of water. We do have Pisces and Cancer here, and Cancer speaks to, it says I feel. So feeling very emotional at this time, or feeling very strong sensitivities possibly also. Let's see emotionally where we will be. Remember these readings, I do mention the date, but whenever you view this video, the message will be important for you. Let's have a look at our psyche. What is hidden emotionally, where love is concerned, where our psyche and our soul is concerned, what we are unconscious about. The cards and the guidance from Spirit about what is it that we need to note and understand around this time. Shadow work. So you see, someone is going through a lot of shadow work, a lot of darkness, worry. We've got Observer, which is usually my Aquarius card. Someone checking someone out through social media. Someone hiding behind an account on social media, so faking their identity possibly. And we've got a soulmate. We've got some sort of an offer here, a potential offer coming towards, you know, moving towards the future. Soulmates, of course, can be love connections, but they can also be friends, family, people that are important in our lives, right? Let's take some more. I need more clarity. We've got mute. Someone, no communication pertaining to a soulmate or a love offer, and having gone through a shadow phase or period of time where there's been no connection, no communication, no reciprocity, and that's been really hard. And I'm going to say the Sun being in the reverse would be that there's been a lot of worry, right? A lot of darkness. But there's potential for a brand new cycle, which could happen out of the blue and very unexpectedly, where there's a potential moment of consideration that we're on the right track, or that there is possibility, as we see the wands, they've got growth on them, right? Someone's potentially also, because this card also speaks to someone turning their back, having made a choice, because he's holding the Ace of Wands. This is what he desires. We've got compromise, so maybe possibly someone returning, and you know, relationships are, a lot is going on with relationships that are karmic, that needs to, where there's been no reciprocity and no equal giving and receiving. They need to go, they need to be let go of. But there's also a potential to, if not let go, then heal. And that speaks to a karmic cycle, of course. Here, there's a potential that someone's coming in and wants to compromise, wants to find that middle ground. Remember the mediation that I spoke to pertaining to that Queen of Wands. And we've got tribe. So it does speak to family and marriage, potentially for some of you. Tribe can speak to, because this could also be a friendship, right? Where someone feels that you are part of their tribe. So a friendship returning to find the middle ground, to make up, to heal, right? This could be a family relationship. This could be a love connection, right? We do have flowing energy, so very positive. Help coming through from Jupiter. What's at the bottom? And we've got an offer. There it is, you see. There is a lot of distrust pertaining to this offer, I feel. And that's probably because there's been challenges in the past, right? Because we see it's quite a dark card. Beneath that is the guide. So the guide to me is like the Hermit in the Tarot, where someone's seen the light, Someone's gone into their cave, they've soul searched, and now they've understood that they want to offer this cup. This could be a cup of creativity. This could be self-love, right? Someone needed to go through some healing. They were maybe seeking the wisdom from others. We're talking about a karmic situation here. A karmic phase or period of time filled with lessons. We've got Pisces, I'm going to say Capricorn and Aquarius, Virgo. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's take 3 Lenormand and just see generally what's this reading about today. Thank you, Spirit. We have the mice, which speaks to third parties, gossip, other people, emotional loss, psychological hardships here, financial loss as well. We've got the letter and we've got the dog. So the letter can speak to contracts, of course, but can also speak to news and communication, anything to do with legal documents, a legal situation, a conversation, information. So we see the hardship here with the mice. This is a wound pertaining to a relationship, whether it's business, friends, family, or love. Okay, so there's been a sense of imbalances where relationships are concerned, unjust things going on, injustices as well because of third parties. That may be communicated here. And the dog speaks to friends, but also loyalty and devotion. We do see the dog, it's a puppy, so there's a sense of newness here, as is Aries. Aries, remember, is youth. It is a seed. It's it doesn't speak to maturity. It speaks to new beginnings. So youthful energies. Remember, children always have fun. They jump over high places without thinking whether they're going to break a leg, or this is like childlike energies. Like there's a lot of enthusiasm I get here, and possible fun. The Leo energy comes through the devotion here, I feel. But also Cancer. It is a number 18, which is the number of the moon. Cancer does and is ruled by the moon. Things to do with a home. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the ring, and the ring speaks to an offer. It also speaks to a cycle, revisiting an old cycle, is it? But it does speak to some sort of a commitment. Could be business, could be family. This speaks to a repetition. It speaks to someone being honored, someone having been loyal or disloyal, I'm going to say, because of third parties. But the ring also speaks to cooperation now, someone ready to sit at the table and compromise, find a compromise, my goodness, I'm so sorry, pertaining to something stable. It's a business, it's a business deal, it's a family, it's a marriage. Could also be a contract. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to read the flow card number 10. The key words are attract, expect, release, serendipity, cycles, and expansion. The energies around you at this time are positive and are driving you forward. Let yourself flow with these energies and put them to good use. This is an opportune time to attract your heart's desires. Do you want more love, peace, or greater understanding? Is your heart calling out for a new relationship? Does a current relationship need improvement? Focus on your desires and allow them to manifest by expecting them to. At the same time, release yourself to the flow. Events greater than you can ever imagine may be heading your way. Protect your desires, but also be open to new possibilities. Good fortune and joyful synchronicities come with a flow card. Open your heart and arms wide and embrace what comes to you. Nothing is static. Life flows in cycles, expanding and contracting, changing and growing. You may be entering a new cycle regarding matters of the heart. Welcome this new cycle. And we see the new cycle right here. And it will be something to do with long term, possibly a foreigner, with a foreigner. When a stone is tossed into a pond, the ripples flow with the water as they expand and grow. You're in an exciting period of forward movement and expansion, heading into the unknown. This forward movement may guide you into new relationships or out of old ones. In either case, know that the change is for your highest good. The energy of expansion will help you grow into your new situation gracefully, safely, and comfortably. Beautiful. So it does speak to luck. Absolutely beautiful. Luck, fated changes, all these things come through. Let's have a look at go to the sea. So some of you are separated by sea. So you are on different continents. For some of you, this could also be that you are potentially looking at expanding your business to the world. Let's see what the Oracle's message says. Being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Relationships. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your own way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. Now, where prosperity and money, finances is concerned, everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents and abilities, and, most important, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. You can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. And that, I feel, speaks very truly to Jupiter and Neptune coming together. I do feel that this also points back to the conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune. Let me just tell you when that was, astrologically speaking. I keep forgetting, I think it's 2022. Yes, April of 2022. So, April of 2022, on the 12th of April, exactly, if we're to give you an exact date, but yes, this is when they combined. Sometimes this could speak to illusion and deception pertaining to some sort of an offer or an opportunity back then. Could it be that that is returning now? Good question. I wonder. I will take 3 Sibilas just on the 3 of Wands here to see what that's about. And we will end this reading. There is great potential here. Something is going through healing. We've got the Dottore. The Dottore speaks to also someone's arrogance, having taken a beating. It is a 13, which brings Scorpio to me. Brings through the Scorpio energy. But something is going through healing. Remember the shadow work? The Observer, this is like mind games and tricks pertaining to social media. No communication, but trying to check someone out. What are they up to? What's going on in their love life? Someone may want to return. This could also be a past partner pertaining to business. We've got Amore and Cupid. Cupid's arrow. So yes, this could speak to love. This could also speak to a secret love affair, because Cupid was the child of Venus and Mars, the lovers of the zodiac. Amore is Cupid's poisonous arrow, which when it hits us, we fall head over heels in love. And I just want to point to and let you know that with the Venus retrograde that we had in Leo, and Venus in the sign of Leo for about 4 months, now there's new ground. We finished with a retrograde, right? And Leo does speak to the heart. Leo does speak to the childlike energy, those butterflies in the stomach, or wanting to take a risk because we've fallen head over heels in love, for instance. All right, so this can also be a love child, an unexpected pregnancy from a relationship that was a love affair, right? Or an unplanned pregnancy, let's say. And we've got the 10 of Swords here, the Militare. The Militare is like the darkest before the dawn. We see that this person is very Capricorn energies, where it's a difficult, steep climb up that mountain, but he's on a mission and he's very secretive. He does not share his mission with other people. We do see the army, a soldier. So I'm wondering, you know, on a collective scale also what that means. I do feel there's a lot that's going to come out pertaining to this war as well. A lot of things having happened behind the scenes, which we're hearing from independent channels. So be careful who you get your news from. Just do your homework, right? 10 of Swords is the darkest before the dawn. It's a heavy burden, but it comes to an end. Let's see, we see that someone's on a roll here, wanting to compromise, or someone's challenges in life being compromised. Let's take another one. And we've got the Giovina Fanciulla, the young maiden, the young virgin. So a purification of some sort of a backstabbing or deception or heaviness, because the 10 of Wands is there, 10 of Swords is here. Something has been really heavy. It looks like a love connection has been going through, or even a partnership, has been going through some sort of a doing the shadow work, going through a purging, purifying chapter. And I feel that we're coming out on the other end here with the Giovina Fanciulla, which is very much the Virgo energy. Now, yes, this could be also some sort of deception with a younger maiden, a younger divine feminine individual. And we've got the child, the bambino, again. So the bambino does speak to happiness, potential happiness, something to do with a child, a new chapter, happiness. And there's some sort of a discovery. Now, the artista is like, there's some sort of something that was unclear being found out. This is like the ingenious mind figuring out a way to make the changes to bring happiness. This could also be where there's been deception, illusion, manipulation, that there's some sort of a discovery, someone figures out a solution or a resolution. Yes, the artista could be that King of Swords, who could be a legal representative as well, or someone that wears a uniform, could be a doctor, could be a lawyer, someone generally that wears a uniform nevertheless. There's some sort of an enlightenment that brings a potential, a new beginning. And this is a 7, just like the go to the sea. So, yes, this could also be a legal situation where two people are fighting pertaining to family and where they share children, okay? But there are potential positive energies here as well, dear friends. Even though times are very challenging, I do feel that the general message is a happy one, a more positive one than negative and challenging. I do feel here with a tribe card because it speaks to support. Remember, elephants are very family orientated. Elephants are powerful animals. They're larger than life, so there's great power within, you know, because we've also got the sun here, which speaks to either a king or a leader or someone that holds a position of power, someone that's even well known in their community. So we could be talking about someone who sits in a position of power that's larger than life. Their word holds great worth, or their words are very important for others. Remember, we've got the tribe, so we're talking about leaders. The most experienced, the most powerful, leading others, protecting others as well. And this is like coming together as a tribe, as a group, as a family. And I get the Aquarius energy from that. Aquarius is all about humanity and is all about people that we associate ourselves with, and working together towards the good of the whole, and not just being in our ego and saying, no, I want to stand out. That is egotistical. That I feel that with the challenging energies now, collectively speaking, it's more about us forming groups, and working together as a team. We will get much further than just one person leading the pack, let's say. Okay, so yeah, I think that I will leave it there. I want to thank you all so much for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, your comments as well, and sending you all much love. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back. All the links that are needed, that you need, are beneath the video. So those of you that want to know how you can put in the subtitles so that you can understand the video, I will have a link beneath the video. Check that out as well. You can change the video into whichever language you want, so I'm giving you that option. I want to thank you all. I will be back. Love and light. Namaste, everyone. Look after yourselves.